Oh, good morning to all my plant gurus. I'm going to do an update on my palm trees after the polar vortex, on this mid-May spring day, and let you guys see what they're looking like now. I don't think they've ever looked quite so bad in general, but we had extreme colds, lot lower than the normal temps we had this winter, and we got down to 2 below 0 this year, and I did lose two sable, not sable, they were Trachycarpus fortuna, the Bulgaria form. Both of them had spear pull, which they both had before, but this year they did not survive. I think they already went into the year damaged and didn't fully recover, and then we had that cold snap for a week below freezing. We never got above freezing, and they just did not quite make it. But come on, let's take a look and see what we've got. All right, guys, here's the Sable Minor Emerald Island Giant. Still lots of leaf burn, but new growth. It's doing quite well. I'm gonna trim off the dead, and it's starting to flower. I can see that in there. Once the stalk is high enough, I will cut that off to encourage the energy to go to leaf or frond production. Here is Sabal, Louisiana. I have already cut off the dead. It's already growing out. I don't know if you can see the green on there now, so I think it will be just fine. It was flowering too. I'll have to cut that off, but yeah. And here's the seedling that hardly any damage to it over the winter. We had 2 degrees below 0. This is a regular Sable Minor. I've still got to cut off the flower stalks from last year. If you can see, there's new ones, which I'm going to cut these off to help new frond development. And we have the needle palm. This is about 6 foot tall, I guess now. And it is, really no damage, really. Got a dead out there that I need to trim, but that's not from the cold, that's just the normal thing. And we have another needle palm right here that it died down the first winter I had it, and this is the baby, one of the shoots from it, and it's about 2.5, 3 foot tall now. So it's only, half the height of the other one over here. All right, let's take a look at the backyard and see what that looks like. All right, this is a little side area. I've got 2 Sable Minors. These are seedlings from my parent plant that's in the back. And I planted these the first year I bought this house, which I think was, I don't know, 2016, maybe 17. Anyway, last year was the first year this one flowered, and it's recovering quite fine. This is a north-facing wall, so it gets morning, afternoon, and evening sun. And this one's finally starting to grow, but you see all of the damage from the cold that I need to trim up. But it's finally starting to grow. We've got enough heat. This one is starting to flower. Again, this is the first year this one's flowered. It took it about 5 or 6 years to mature. And I will cut those off so that see better leaf development or frond, whatever you want to call them. All right, let's come on along to the back. We got the pool open, by the way. All right, this is Sabal Minor, Emerald Island Giant. It suffered significant damage. First year we've ever seen damage like this, but we had that polar vortex and it was cold for a week. We had several days where it didn't get above freezing, and the lows at night dropped to 2 below zero, which is extremely cold for here. Here I had a Trachycarpus fortunei that was a Bulgaria form, and it had leaf spear and it just really rotted. I did treat it, but I think I waited too late. Anyway, I had to dig it up and I replaced it with one of the sagos that I had that was in a pot. It's still kind of not looking pretty right now, but it will grow. This is a regular Sabal Minor. It's just now starting to grow. Still looks pretty rough, but we do have new growth, so it will be just fine. These are really tough plants. Another Sabal Minor here, which I need to trim off this flower spike just so I can have better development and growth this year to make up for the dead and burnt leaves. I still have plenty of seedlings from the last couple years, and I've been getting rid of them. Here I had a Trachycarpus fortunei wagerianus, and it blew over in the windstorm, and it's over here now in a pot. I ended up cutting the top off of it with the chainsaw because it was not growing or doing anything. And this is about 3 weeks worth of growth, and it's come out. It's got new leaves and new growth. About dropped my phone. And I could stake it and take better care of it that way. So that guy's doing okay. Here is a Sabal Birmingham. It was doing really well, but it's already developing a trunk. But all of my palms suffered except for the needle palm this year. But it's starting to shoot up growth now, as you can see. Now it's still a little damaged in there from what was rotting, and you can see from about here down is the new growth, so it will be fine. And this is where my other Bulgaria windmill palm was, and I just planted my sago that I had in a pot, which, by the way, these guys set in a pot, roots exposed all winter. On the coldest night when it got down to 2 below, the door blew open and cold air got in there all night, and they still survived. But this has got, it pushed new leaves. Just a beautiful, beautiful sago. Over here we've got Sabal brazoria, which normally these guys don't burn. I planted these as seedlings, but it's starting to finally push up, and I think it will be fine. We've got, these guys really like heat and humidity, and it's finally starting to warm up. We've had upper 80s before, earlier this month and last month, but we're finally getting ready to start getting into the 90s next week, so they should really start taking off. And another Sabal brazoria right there, just now starting to grow, not looking very good right now. Yucca rostrata, not a palm, but it's doing well. Washingtonia robusta. This one had an issue with some scale. I treated it, and it's finally starting to grow now. He was boxed up with insulation and a frame around it with C9 Christmas lights and a heat cable, and he's done really well. Another Sabal brazoria. finally starting to grow. Just fertilized him last week. This is a regular Sabal minor, another one that's one of the seedlings from my parent plants over there. Sabal brazoria. This is a Christmas palm that I purchased this year, and I did not acclimate it to the sun like I should have, and it's got leaf burn. And here's another Sabal brazoria. I'm sorry, Washingtonia robusta. It was about 7-8 foot last year. It's about 5 now because I had to cut off the stuff that was burned, but it's doing quite well. And forgot another purchase I made over here was a queen palm that I need to water and cut off that dead frond, but got it at Lowe's for, I don't know, $40 or $49, something like that. It's about 6, 7, 8 foot tall. It's about 8 foot tall actually. But anyway, it's doing okay. I did not acclimate it to the sun like I should have. They had it in a shady location. But anyway, I will do more garden updates for specific types of plants. And hit the like and subscribe button if you like it. Thanks for watching.